Hey, it's Cara. I am getting ready right now to go meet someone from Eclipse. I don't know who.
Thank you so much. So like just taking the screen and whatnot. Really quickly, can you just say she's a huge fan?
Thank you guys.
Bye, thank you, bye.
Okay, nothing but class exiting through the freight elevator, right? This is how the famous people do it. Nobody realizes that.
Right.
There's no.
The glamour that they see.
Are we on our way to a big limo?
Get a good shot here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is glamour. Alright, we are now leaving the AMC. What theater are we going to? I don't even know.
We're going to
Somewhere
the,
in Western.
City North.
City North, yes. With Julia Jones.
Hi.
Leah Clearwater. Very nice of you to fly out here just for this. Did you come to Chicago just one day?
Yeah, like I think 14 hours.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of stinks because there's a lot going on in Chicago.
I
You're not gonna be able to see.
I am bummed about it. I haven't gotten to spend, a lot of time in Chicago. My brother lives here, so I'm
Oh.
really just.
No taste. Robert Plant stopped by the Taste of Chicago. Did a little surprise performance.
Did
the
not
other day.
know. Very cool.
So that's the other big surprise of the week. We had Robert Plant at the Taste and Leah Clearwater at the movie theater from Eclipse.
Very exciting.
Pretty big week in Chicago. So how did you get your part? I mean, I'm assuming there must have been a lot of people auditioning.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out in LA for a couple of years, and I had just auditioned, and you kind of build relationships with casting directors. And so Renee Haynes, who was casting this, she called, and I went in and auditioned for her and for the director. It was very normal, and came back and auditioned for a bunch of people, and then waited a month, and then I got it, and then waited another month, and then could tell everybody.
I was gonna say, you can't tell everybody right away, can you? That
No,
must be like impossible.
that was
to
really
keep-
strange, and I was just thinking. I think it was like, July 30th. It's like it was right about a year ago, but I couldn't tell anyone for 3 weeks. It was like 3 weeks.
Are you in the next movie too? I mean, your character
Yeah.
is, so are you for sure? That's
Well,
signed.
as
and-
for sure as anything
Okay.
is around here.
Well, that's awesome. So I want to hear any dirt backstage on the filming that no one knows about, or does everybody know everything because everybody's followed around all the time?
I mean, it is almost like a reality. You feel like
Yeah.
you're like doing a reality TV show with your like personal life. I mean, and there's really, we just like, the cast is so honestly so great and so down to earth, and we have a lot of fun and we goof around and then we work really hard, and it's
Because you're with each other like 24/7.
yeah, and it's not just filming. It turns out that you wind up like, this is the first time I've had to do anything promotionally without another cast member. So it's cool because doing the press, you really get to know the people that you didn't get to work with because it's such a huge cast.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like you're a part of something in a different way, because it's there's like 40 of us basically.
Yeah. It is a huge cast.
Yeah.
Did you read the books before, or just when you found out you were going to audition? I mean, did you?
I had friends who read them and who were big fans, and
I turned into a high school girl reading those books. I swear
I
to God.
know.
I don't know the last time I picked up a book and could not
Put it down.
I couldn't go to sleep.
I know,
Yeah.
and you're not alone, clearly.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. But no, I read them all right after I was cast in like a week, just one after the other.
And Eclipse reads like an action movie. It reads like an action movie. So I haven't even seen the movie yet myself. I'm dying, but I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I really like this movie.
Cool. Well, I wouldn't think you'd say you didn't. But.
No, but I wouldn't say anything. Maybe I would just be like, yeah, you should see it.
Yeah.
No, but this is actually like it's a good movie.
What other movies are you going to be in? Anything else on the horizon?
Well, I'm in Jonah. I have a very small role in Jonah Hex, which is out right now. And then I'm hopefully will have the time and the money to go, and they will have the money to go and do an independent film that's supposed to start in early September, and then we go back to work. We do the next 2 installments.
Wow.
So
That'll keep you busy for a while.
yeah, there's like no end in sight.
Well, that's really cool that you came to Chicago. You got to come again longer than
I
14
definitely
hours.
do. I think I'm going to be here in August for a convention, so I'm hopefully going to tack some
A
days.
Twilight
off that.
convention?
Or something. Yes, I don't know anything really more than like the next 12 hours.
That's all right. I didn't even know what theater we're going to. So. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask her a question I just asked a moment ago because you probably have the same question. How do you pronounce the Q word? Quileute. It's Quileute. And why is it called that?
Why is it called
It was
that?
when I read the book. It was the only thing I'm like, I don't know how to say it. Just like when I read Harry Potter books, I didn't know how to say Hermione.
I know. Well, I mean, it's a real tribe.
Yeah.
It's in Washington State, and it's funny because nobody really knew, and it was really hard to figure out the definitive, like,
Right.
which definitive source is really definitive, because there was
Right.
all different kinds of pronunciations out there. So we had like the phonetic all over the makeup trailer, like Quill Ute, so people would get it into
It's
their
funny
heads,
because in
right?
radio stations, we have to do that. We obviously have to say
Right.
things, and if we
That
say
you
it wrong, we
never-
sound like idiots. So
Yeah.
we always spell things out phonetically.
And it's tough because when you are memorizing and you memorize something wrong, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard to go back and get it right all the time.
Right.
The first thing that you thought it was is going to initially pop into your head. So.
Yeah. So at the last theater, when I said it's the only female wolf,
Right.
everybody said Leah. How does it feel to be the only werewolf that's female?
I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. I was a tomboy growing up, and I have a younger brother, and I am totally comfortable with like boys, just like being the only girl and a bunch of boys, I think. And so, I don't know, it's fun.
What's your wolf look like? Do you turn into a wolf in this movie?
Yeah. She's a little smaller than other wolves, and I mean, I think she's adorable, but she's also like, she's like a wolf. She's like a big wolf.
Yeah, that's cool.
She doesn't have like pink bows or anything. Some people ask me that, and I'm like, kidding me?
When you were describing it, for some reason in my head, that's what I was thinking, but no.
No, I mean, Leah's like as sort of tough and competitive, and she's just not as physically strong because she is a girl.
Right.
But in terms of like, she's got the tattoo. Like
Actually, in the
them.
next
She's-
book is when, if I'm remembering my books correctly, you and Seth and everybody, you play some major roles. Like this book, that's why I like this book so much, Eclipse, because it kind of lays the groundwork to really explain things. Like
It's really cool. I think Eclipse does two things. It does that, and then it also ties things. It also, like, a lot of the things that were started to get fleshed out in the first two sort of get answered.
Right.
Like Victoria, the end of Victoria, and Bella basically makes a decision, and all these things happen, and then there's also new endings. And Breaking Dawn is a monster.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We're waiting to do surprise appearance number 3 in Chicago. Cool. All right.
Okay.